Telescopic weed remover. And I am telling you, this thing is a little monster. It gets in anywhere. You can even use it up over your head to pull things down out of trees, broken branches. But for me, this is how it works. It gets into the cracks. It's got 4 different prongs of different sizes. I expect this to sell out very quickly. I know we've had a couple of products like this in the past. This is brand new from Apollo 4. We couldn't even get our other one in. People love this idea so much. All you do when you get it is attach the blade. It's 1 bolt, lock it in. You can articulate it in any angle that you want. And then all you do is get down there and dig. And it is easy. It only weighs, are you ready for this? The whole thing weighs less than a pound. So you can use it. Look at that. There it is, right there. Scrape it out, clean it out. Maybe you're trenching, you know, for something. Maybe you got to lay down some wires for you know, exterior lights or whatever. You can pull out all that gunk and all that funk very, very easily. Here's mine. I want to show it to you. Remember, it's telescopic, so you can open it up all the way. You can adjust the top to any angle. And then all you do is you realize how wide you need it. You bring it down, drop it in the crack. I'll put my foot on this because obviously we made this little temporary sidewalk. And then you just pull. As you're pulling, it will remove all the weeds, whether it's you know, edging material. You can get right down in there. I can go either way. Gets all those weeds out very, very easily. Kind of get the whole idea right there. As deep as you need to go. And I have cleaned it out. If I want to go sideways with it, let me just tighten this thing up a little bit tighter. I can go sideways and I can get in there and get right in there and pull all those weeds out. It is, I mean, it's really a brilliant, brilliant product. You get an idea of how it works. Peter Kilcullen joins us again. Pete, 20 bucks. I totally got to buy this. This is brilliant.
Guy, you know, it's so funny. It is brilliant, and you get it home, and it's so simple. It works. So it's one of those things you're like, why didn't I think of that? But it really is amazing. I love that it's telescoping because the worst part about dealing with weeds is getting down on your hands and knees. Here's the other nice part about this. The other way we've gone to fight these weeds and those cracks and crevices in the driveway, the walkway, the pavers, is using chemicals. So forget that. We don't have to do that anymore. So if you look at this, what I really thought was genius is the 4 different sizes that they have. So they have thickness, they have depth, they have everything covered. It's a little bit thinner. So whatever size crack or crevice you're going to have, this is going to work perfectly. So then I have it set up there. It took 2 seconds to set up. So I have the driveway where it then goes into these pavers. So I'm going to pick that longer, and it's still fatter because that one seems to work best for me. And all I'm going to do is bring that back and forth and start to scrape out those weeds. And I can go straight down this line. Look at that. And I'm able to get everything out of there. So now this one, I'm going to go back this way, and I'm actually going to change to a separate one and pull that out. Do this crack, do this crevice. It really is incredible how this can work. And then what you can also do with it, with that, you have just that single, what do we call that? The little nut that's on the end that you can use. I'm drawing a blank, guy. I can adjust this now to go at a 90-degree angle, which I really like, because now if it works better for the space that you're in, let's try one of these. You can do it this way, where you're at a 90-degree angle, so I can have this tighten right up on there. This tightens into that 90-degree. Same thing, pick one that works for you, so I can kind of pick the one that has, you see the one that has the teeth on it, which I liked a little bit more teeth, and then pulling that towards me, again, to get in those cracks and crevices, to pull those weeds out. I mean, it really has done a great job in these areas, and this is a tight space. Oh, there's a big one there. Get him out of there. Tighten that back up. I mean, I'm fighting with these wet weeds from our pressure washer demo. But same thing, that's all you're doing. Look at that, when I can really, there you go, start to move in there and pull those weeds. Go back the other side. Weed is out. Now we're going, guys. Look at that, same thing. This is a big clump of grass here. I'll go back the other side. So it does exactly what you want. Remove those weeds without chemicals, without getting down on your hands and knees. And then you can sweep that, use the blower, and get everything out of the way. So again, I've had a lot of success with it on these. But whatever size crack or crevice you have, I've got the ones that go across the driveway. Same thing. It works so well. You're going to be able to take care of those without chemicals.
Yeah, and Peter, people get a lot of that around their pool area. You have a lot of cracks and joints around the pool area. This is going to work great for that. And I love that, Pete doesn't have to get down on his knees and start trying to pull things. And you brought up a really good point, Peter. Normally what we do, we go and we spend 20, 30 bucks and we buy some kind of pesticide or insecticide, whatever it is, to get rid of all the grime, all the stuff in there, when you can do it instantly with this. With the other things, you got to wait a week before, and then you still, it's funny,
if it
Peter.
Works, yeah.
Even when you kill the weeds, if you use some sort of a chemical, you still got to pull them out. You're right. They're still in there. You can still see the dead weed and the crack. It still is unsightly. This removes it instantly. Without any work, you can telescope it up or down. Peter, I even said if you've got, hanging branches or things that are a great way, it's a great reaching tool to be able to pull things out of off trees as well.
Absolutely, it'll work for that. But again, just taking care of this. The other one is where you have moss in between that can be a little thicker, like some of the grass that I have in here. But you can see pulling out those weeds. And I think it really is a lot easier. And I've got these pavers that are moving, and I've got the cracks that are in the driveway. But you go through all of this, whether you just hose it down when you're done. There's one right here. Again, you're just pulling that out. But I love how it gives it a clean look the whole way down, because so many of us neglect this. We've never done it, but this makes it easy. I know we talked briefly about it's telescoping, so taller or shorter, you can get it in both places, but then to store it, very, very easy to store it because it goes down really small. And again, you can see the 4 different types. Yeah. So whether they're thicker, whether they're thin and not as deep, and then the one with the teeth on it, if you're, again, bringing that towards you, it really does a great job.
It's,
super easy.
Yeah, Pete, it's $20. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a job that's designed to do a specific task. If it was $40, I wouldn't get it, but at $19.95, y'all got that problem. Again, every one of you probably has weeds out there in the cracks, drive you crazy. You spray them, they just keep coming back. Remove the weed in one step. 730-499. Peter, you're very busy today. I know you got a lot coming up, including our scraper mats. The 2-pack of those are coming up in a little bit, so we'll say goodbye to Pete just for a bit, but he'll be back in just a minute. Thanks, buddy.
All right. I'll see you guys.
See you,
Thank
pal.
you.
730-499 is the item number if you want to pick that up. All right, we're going to go to our next item. And I will tell you, this has been screaming. People have been loving this.